Well, welcome back, everybody. Our next session is one that's going to be presented by Hawra Nooh, and she is an educator and instructional designer who specializes in learning technology and community education. And she's going to be discussing with us using technology in the classroom. Quick note about Zoho webinar here. In the Q, we don't actually have a chat per se, but you can use the Q&A to add any comments, and we will be able to see them on the back end, but you won't be able to see each other's comments. So I just wanted to point that out. Otherwise, it mainly functions like over back in Hopin. So with that out of the way, I will turn things over to Hawra.
Thank you so much, Tom, for introducing me and for this opportunity. I will just share with you one of our experience in Bahrain Polytechnic, or my experience in using technology in the classroom, as we are redesigning our courses for online and blended learning context. And we did a pilot for the certificate of tertiary in teaching and learning, which is a pilot study. A little bit about me. I am a teaching and learning specialist at Bahrain Polytechnic, and I have 14 years experience in higher education, digital learning, and teaching and learning. And I am a prestigious member of the Board of Experts in Higher Education Ranking, and as well Quality Matters Coordinators, and a fellow in Higher Education Academy. And I hold postgraduate certification in teaching and learning and master in business administration, project management, and BEd in information and educational technology as well. So I will just go straight away to my subject. Our experience in Bahrain in the pandemic and shifting from completely face-to-face environment, which is we are applied institution, to fully remote learning, which is fully remote within 2 weeks, so we can resume our teaching. Then now we are taking blended learning as a way of teaching. So we had to redesign our courses to move through these 3 stages. What we did as a steps towards redesigning our courses, we categorized our stuff to new stuff and the previous stuff. And we had to re-identify the terminologies and definitions for hybrid learning, blended learning, e-learning, and high-flex learning. So our academics have like unified definition for those terminologies. We identified the difference between gamification and game-based learning to them as well. Just the different type of tools and concepts in digital learning. Then for our new stuff, we have a requirement, which is induction program called CTTL, which is Certificate of Teaching and Learning in Adult Environment. We had to add implementation of using technology in the classroom chapter in that course. And we attend their classes, so we observe our classes to check if they can create a lesson that is suitable for online teaching using technology as well. And for our previous stuff, we have we have a requirement for them to attend the Quality Matters courses, which is applying the QM rubrics for all our population as academics. And we established e-learning steering committee as well to reevaluate the courses for them. So our secret as the department, academic equality and academic development, we have our faculty buy-in. By doing that, we made sure that we don't have any academics left away or behind. What I did as an instructional designer, I am the only one who do the instructional designing and to evaluate the courses based on using technology in the classroom. I used the Gangs 9 events of instructional as a basis and redesign and to help our academic to redesigning the Moodle. And even in my study as well as piloting the redesigning stages. So all of you, I think I am sure that all of you know the 9 instructional basis by gangs, which is starting by gaining the attention of learners, inform learners of objectives, stimulate recall of peer learning, present the content and providing learning guidance, then practice, provide feedback, assess performance, and enhance retention and transfer. So what we did, we cannot ask our academics to redesign their courses using technology and using instructional design modes without having any system or any checklist to them as a quality insurance. So Bahrain Polytechnic, our organization chose quality matters as a frame. This is Quality Matter. They are a non-profit organization that started by Maryland Online in 2014, and it became as a standing organization, and they provide quality assurance and online education. So straight away, we have like membership with them, which is full membership. So we have, that's why we could have provide professional development for more than like all our academic staff, 100% of academic staff, plus all our senior management teams. So Bahrain Polytechnics improved their value of online education by using this quality method. And we chose it after piloting it on CTTL course. So what I did as applied research, my research had to ensure that quality matters, which is our chosen standard, which is used in redesigning the use of technology in the classroom. This is suitable for most of our courses. So I had to do this cycle of research. I will not go through the background, just the methodology. I had to do action research approach, plan, act, observe, reflect for my research. And this methodology was chosen for its high level of practical relevant to the intended research. Plus, we are applied in a university, which is Polytechnic. So I had to take something that's relevant as well of the methodology that is used in teaching our students. So it allowed me to collect in-depth knowledge and insight to solution for the challenges being addressed, while giving as well the opportunity to act based on that finding. This is a provide opportunity to reflect and readapt based on the impact measured by the study. So I had 3 questions in my study. What are the key principles and standards that should be used to redesign the use of technology in the classroom module to ensure effective practice of online and blended learning? Then what changes are required to the module to ensure applying the identified principle and the standards? What are the perceptions of CTTL learners and their student in the redesigned model? The standards I used in my study, which is standard number 6 for quality matter, as it's suitable for me as an instructional designer as well. The standards consist of 4 mini standards. We have the tool used in the course support, the learning objective or competencies. For me, I used Moodle, as it is the learning management system that used in Bahrain Polytechnic, and I redesigned the model using it. And it's widely used in my organization. I blended it with different tools like Prezi to serve the goal of the module, which is support learning objectives. Then 6.2, standard number 6.2, which is the course tools to promote learner engagement and active learning. And I used the Prezi and video as well to enhance the engagement. And especially in Moodle, we have H5P, which is an interactive video tool. And I used as well evidence collected by feedback and reflection from the student themselves. Then I have a variety of technologies used in the course. I used the Prezi along with Moodle. Additionally, I showcased some tools used in gamification, finding from the survey and the reflective blog entries confirmed their interest in those models, especially the gamification, as it's enhanced the motivation of our student and of my students in that specific course. And the 6.4, the course provides learner with information on protecting their data and privacy. So all feedback and insights collected anonymously, and observation session and all ensured the privacy of the student. This was communicated to the participant to allow free expression of their ideas and concerns when sharing their feedback and submitting their reflective blog entires. How we implement that? I combined the action research approach with mixed methods, which is quantitative and qualitative data. I did research on best practice, a global benchmark, and key principle. I had secondary data method, data collected by someone else for a purpose and has already undergone the statistical analysis. I conducted the class observation for the student, which is already their academic, as this is their induction program to measure the changes. I conduct as well one-to-one interview with them to help guide them into applying quality matter as a standard used. And I had a reflective blog, and this is methodology used as assessment to them, as well as data collation. And this has helped me to showcase their improvement. And for quantitative data, I used a survey, and this is measure the impact of the redesign model on the training need to move forward. So this is a screenshot of the CTTL course from my Moodle page. So I started with welcome, which is included the all guideline for my student, and I divided the information for them week by week. And each week consists from the task and what expected from them, and the course objectives, which is the course level objectives with the each module objectives. Then I shared, there is a lesson shared with them and using technology, which is added to the course, which is this is a screenshot of the session shared. I used the Prezi to facilitate it, and it consists from the sharing the definition with them, blended learning definition, types of a blended learning, what is the definition of e-learning, what's the differences between gamification and game-based learning, and example of both game-based learning, then how they can flip their classroom, and examples of tools to flip their classroom, how they can use active board effectively, and some resources. Then I used to them 5 tips to make the shift from face-to-face to online, starting with test the technology beforehand, involve student establishment norms in the class, emphasize engagement, then create connection with small group sessions, and start with them slowly. As we are applied institution, we have small group of small like population in the class. Then I have some tips to them that helps them in classroom management, recognize the achievement of their student, be consistent, emphasize digital citizenship, encourage autonomy and community, and communicate clearly, establish norms and routines that help them in making the online environment like suitable for them, have a place for messaging or announcement, use digital checklists for them as a start, use feedback forms, think of the camera as the student, be human, have an online morning meeting, have a weekly summary, and look forward meeting. And this one, this routine enhance the engagement between the academics and the student very much, as our student with the new generation like social media so much. So using social media in the classes enhance the engagement so much. So they created like small groups in Instagram or even TikTok, which is the trendy techniques and methodology that use so much. So we can use them as well to make a reflection or make like comments. Then we suggested for them some softwares that they can use in the classroom: Prezi Live, Whiteboard, Kahoot, Quizlet, Nearpod, and so we depend so much on H5P, which is embedded in Moodle as interactive video tool. Then we assess their learning after that course. How we assess it? We have observation for them, and we make sure that they include the learning timing, learning outcome, course name, and course code, and demonstrate the relationship between learning outcomes content, assessment, and use of technology. We advise them to not overuse technology in the classroom, but using the technology that will enhance the learning and will make sense to them and have relevant to their material. Then we have our observation sheet that used in both observation. We had three parts. We have the communication and interaction, instructional strategies and instructional materials, then use of the chosen virtual teaching and learning platform. This is when we were fully online. Now we are using blended learning, same apply to it, but we have use of the chosen virtual teaching and learning platform for self-paced learning, because we depend on self-paced learning so much, as our organization used problem-based learning as a methodology in the classroom and the student-centered learning. And actually using technology has helped us to implement that more in our sessions and classes. Then introducing the quality meta rubrics in online learning. As I said, we have the general standard, specific review standard in each rubrics, and we give quality matters, applying quality matters rubrics for every single academics in our organization. So basically, this is the factors that affecting course quality when it is online. And this is the online quality pie. We started from the course design, course delivery, course content, institutional infrastructure, learning management system, faculty readiness, and student readiness. Then for our existing staff, we had to evaluate their courses again. So every single courses that is developed or designed in Moodle, we had to re-evaluate it using e-learning course design checklist form. And this is no, we are not observing the session itself. We are observing or evaluating the design of the Moodle page. So we're starting with the course details, then interface and navigation. There is some example that it's filled observation sheet or checklist sheet, sorry. So there is some elements that be checked, like course aim and requirement, expectation, technology are clearly stated at the beginning. We have to put yes or no with some recommendation. As this example, it's not clear. It's recommended to be in separate tab. So we have content page or menu is included. All pages are numbered if it's needed. Some of the courses we don't need any page numbers. Home and exit buttons are available throughout. Course information tab are available throughout. Tutor self introduction and learners introduction of themselves as well. And tabs links to additional information like resources. It's all clearly stated in the interface of the Moodle page of the course. Then second part, which is the interactivity. The course contain activities to facilitate learning and check for understanding. The plan for interacting with the student during the course is clearly stated. Then interaction, engage and involve the learner. And we have some comment for the course coordinator or course developer. If it doesn't meet, they need to go back and fix whatever need to be fixed. Then we have the content development, which is chapter unit level learning outcomes are aligned with course level learning outcomes. Then course and unit level learning outcomes are stated clearly and prominently located in the courses. Then content is aligned with course level learning outcome. Content is up to date, accurate, logical, and use complete learning activities. Content meet the target audience reading level as well. Then we have graphics, like images are relevant to the topics, support text and help convey the message. High quality images are prioritized over quantity. Images engage the learner and do not distract from the message. Permission and use of image follows the applicable copyright law. And then we put some comments. This is just example. It's not the full checklist form we are using. Then we have the decision and recommendation and approvals section. After that, we give it to the course coordinator, and course coordinator go back, and if the decision rejected like this example, they have to go back and fix and go back again to enter the e-learning steering committee again. This way we had like standardized our courses, even designed based on standard. The second level of that, we go inside the classroom, if it's virtual or face-to-face or even blended, and we do observe the session and check. Then we applied my study in some of our other program, which is like another program we have it, which is this program, which is effective learning and teaching program. It's another program for our academics. We used the instructional designs as well in it, and we used the quality meta rubrics on it, and we are using now some of the gamified learning. And this conducted for our academics as well to ensure they are current and up to date. This is the example of using some videos and tasks from Moodle page, and that's it for me. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that presentation,
Do you have
Hawra.
any questions? Or I was very fast?
If there's any questions, go ahead and post those in the Q&A, and we will make sure that Hawra can answer those. Otherwise, excellent presentation. We appreciate everything you had to say there about technology in the classroom.
Thank you so much.
No, I'm not seeing anything come in, but we'll give it a minute or so. Anything else you want to add? I know I think you covered everything, but just giving you an opportunity there since we have some time.
It's very long study, and we had like phases of it, and we have cycles, and we are in cycle 3 now and implementing technology in the classroom. It's very difficult because we are applied institution, so a student has to come and have hands-on as well, but we don't want them to disconnect from technology.
Right. Okay, well, I'm not seeing any questions come in, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But yeah, again, thank you very much for presenting, and we'll see. Yeah, no problem. And we'll see everybody back in the main session over on Hopin. Thanks so much.
Thank you.